Hi, it's Keyboard User. Well, what I'm doing today is I'm out collecting fat wood. And as you can see here, I got some dead old pines and some pine trees back there. The limbs have been cut off for years. So I'm trying to collect up some fat wood today. What I wanted to show you what I'm going to be doing most of my collecting with. I have my tomahawk with me here. It's cold steel, of course, just in case I need to reach up a little higher. What I wanted to show you is this. This is the knife that was sent to me by William Collins. I don't know if you can see his logo there or not. I don't have a backspace on this camera, so it's kind of hard. This is made out of 1095 steel. It looks to be about 3/16 thick, but the shape is really odd. Now I've been using this knife for, I don't know, about 4 months now. The handle is unbelievably comfortable and there is no hot spots in it. The odd shape of the design, it lends itself to chopping and skinning up here in front. Alright. Nice wide belly for skinning. Lends itself to good chopping. You can also pull it around, use it as a draw knife. If you're making a bow or whatever you need to make out here, you can use it for a draw knife. It makes great feather sticks in this area. And it is a flat grind. Oh no, I'm sorry, it's a convex grind. It's a really nice knife. Now for those of you who really can't afford, say, a custom made knife, I can't either. This was a gift from Mr. Collins, and I do thank you once again, William. The lanyard hole in the back, little tang sticking out here. It is a full tang knife. This is the one that's been beating around YouTube for a while, so a lot of you might have seen it a couple years ago. So I'm going to do some collecting here with this, and we'll see what happens. Let me get the camera adjusted here with us. I'll put that away. Yeah, it finally stopped raining out here in PA. It's been raining here probably for a good solid month. The things are really wet and nasty out here. Oh yeah, by the way, I am on the definite track of a black bear den. You can smell him, you can see where he's been through here. Wild blueberries, I love them. Alright, here's the tree. Now you can always just, snap them off at the tree, take a good look at them. Give it a smell. Smell is not always the best way of telling, because pine tree could be wet and smell like resin. 3 days later when it dries out, there's no fat wood there. So let's give this a try. Now as far as chopping ability, this knife is unbelievable for chopping. It's if I can hit the same spot twice, it'd be great. As you can see, there's just a little bit of fat wood in there. So now the idea is break the stick. This thing's hard as a rock. Okay, so let's do it this way. As you can see, just for video's sake, it does a really nice job of feather sticking. Good heavy pine smell to it. You see the colors, trying to get it in the sunlight here. The color of it's nice bright orange. One down. Haversack entangled here. Typically what you want to look for when you're looking for fat wood, I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a lot of resin around this branch right here. This would be the branch you're looking for the fat wood. As you all know, fat wood is hard as a rock. Alright, and this tree here, even though there was resin here, there's no fat wood in that branch. Try this one. Oh yeah, now there's a good chunk of fat wood. Sometimes it takes a while to find, but it's out here. And what I'm looking for now, just see how far this fat wood goes up into this tree, or this branch I should say. You see where it starts getting lighter colored? So you know the fat wood ends up in there. Okay, I want to take it off right there. Now if you find once you're digging into this that there is fat wood higher, you can always stop digging into it, go to a different area, of course. But when you're out here and you're looking for resources like fat wood and chaga and whatnot, just take what you need. Don't be greedy and grab a whole bunch of it. I need 4 to 5 pieces of fat wood. Once I process them down with my tomahawk, you know, then it'll be, let me get the camera readjusted here. Once I get 4 or 5 pieces with the, you know, the fat wood, I'll process them down with my tomahawk, not batoning my knife. Unbelievable knife here. I mean, really, I can't say enough about William's workmanship and quality. This is one of his prototype models, I believe it is. And like I said, this is the one that's been floating around YouTube for a couple of years. William, I want to thank you again. Justin Wolf from Greyer Wolf, thank you too also. He helped set this whole deal up. I didn't know it was a surprise, so thank you both. But yeah, the prepper. If you get a chance to get a hold of William, and He does have a website on there. It's WilliamCollinsKnives.com. Numbers there to get a hold of him. You can order just about any blade you want on them, custom made. Prices are really reasonable. So, to be honest with you, I own a lot of knives. And if I was really to head off into the woods, I know I put a video out once before about my Jeff White knives, and I really love my Jeff White knives for reenactments and just general wood use, hunting and whatnot. But to be honest with you, if I was lost in the woods, I mean absolutely lost, I didn't have my Spec 5 or my Bowie with me, you can't go wrong with this knife. As you're seeing, it chops hard fat wood like it's nothing, if I was doing it correctly. And yeah, scales held up to years of usage. They're very comfortable. You can get a really good grip down the bottom. I need to put a lanyard on here, but you can get a really good grip down the bottom, and this thing almost becomes a tomahawk. Skinning chores, I've skinned 3 groundhogs, woodchucks, whatever you want to call them in your area, with this so far, and I haven't sharpened it yet. Yeah, woodchucks are about the hardest thing you can skin, next to a deer. And yeah, between this and that old 01 bloodline that I have, that I won from Widowmaker Knives, I'd have the best of all worlds out here. And I really think it's going to be starting to be cut down to a couple of knives only. Because I'll tell you, and I'll be really serious about this, when you start using a whole bunch of different systems and kits, and you know your fire bags are all different and everything, unless you put exactly the same thing in each kit you have, in exactly the same way, you have to use them. Otherwise you go searching, you don't know where things are, you got to rip the pack apart because it wasn't packed like your other one, and this, that, and the other thing. So yeah, I'm going to cut it down to just a simpleton couple of knives. So I just wanted to let you know, if anybody is interested in any knives, let me know. I got a bunch of them. I will let you know what I have. Just quickly off the top of my head, some of the more expensive knives that I do have. I have a Gerber BMF, one of the originals, with the saw back on there. I have a Edgemark Rhino Bowie. They call it the African Hunter 469. I do have a first production run of a Smith & Wesson Urban Survival. I have a prototype Buck Nighthawk that was made for the seals with the zirconia coated blade on it. So I got a lot of knives, and I even got some old survival knives, hollow handled, that are like brand new. So if you're interested, give me a jingle on YouTube, or just request my number. I'm not afraid to hand out my telephone number to anybody. Give me a jingle. So that's the William Collins knife. You seen my review of the 01 Bloodline a year later. This is about 8 months into helping me through the woods. And if you like the video, hit the like button. If you feel like commenting, please do. I'm always love to read the comments. Like to hear from all of you. And this is K-Bar User. Like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. I'm going to go find some more fat wood.